This is the first session of the Foundations of Finance. To me, finance is at the heart of almost everything that you do in a business. Remember the old saying, it's about the money? Sounds crass, but in business that is always true because no matter what aspect of business you're talking about, strategy, marketing, human relations, public relations, it's still always about the money. That is how I think about finance when I teach my corporate finance class and when I teach my valuation class. In fact, I'm often asked, what's the difference between the two classes? And there's actually a very simple way of describing what the difference is between corporate finance and valuation. In corporate finance, you look at a business from the inside out. You're looking at financial decision making within a business. How do you run a business well and how do you create value in the business? In valuation, you're looking at the same business from the outside in. So with the driving notion that it's always about money, what I'd like to talk about in this session are 6 building blocks that you need no matter what finance class you take. Now, this is my subjective judgment. There might be others who believe there are other building blocks, but these are the 6 building blocks that, to me, make up finance. The first is finance is a very simple and at the same time very complex way of looking at businesses. So we're going to start off with the concept and structure of a business, at least as we see it in finance. And in the process, we're going to lay out the philosophical foundation for finance, which is it's always forward-looking. It's not about what you've done in the past, but what I expect you to do in the future that drives the way we think about decision making. The second big concept we're going to talk about is cash flows. Finance is all about cash flows. As opposed to what? As opposed to accounting earnings or book value of assets, it's always about cash flows. Understanding what drives cash flows, why they're different